Hey everyone, and welcome to Baka-Talk, the podcast where we talk about anime and... Do we even talk about anime anymore?
Yeah, we do occasionally.
Once in a while?
Once in a while.
Yeah.
When something cool comes out.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
when someone trash talks our favorite shows.
Yes, that's true. Anyway, so I guess we talk about anime. We talk about a lot of random stuff as well.
We started from anime. We're based off of anime, and we still like talking about anime. I mean, last episode we went off on, what was it? Wasn't it ReZero we went off on?
Man, we went off on ReZero, Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
And there was another one, Steins Gate.
Yeah, and we did
Let's go on
like critic
Steins Gate.
stuffs. Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the show, and I'm joined by my co-host, Pyrolis.
That is me.
Normally, we would have our other triumphant co-host, but he is currently out.
Court order stuff.
Yeah. Man, I thought we were done with that.
I thought so too, but I guess the girlfriend just wasn't having it anymore, and mood swing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't dated a girl in ever, so I don't know how women and their mood swings work.
Yeah, I get that.
One day you could be happy, next day she's divorcing you for the kids and everything you own.
Man, if anything, anime has taught me that women like to carry knives and have weird looks on their face.
I don't know what anime saw you. Anime has taught me that as long as you are very mediocre and not a noteworthy person whatsoever, you will get a harem.
That's true.
And that's what I'm working for. Either that or getting isekai to be spawned into a harem.
Yes. That's the only way to get women.
According to anime, yes.
Yes. Or you can have them fall out of the sky and land on you. That's happened a couple times.
So when I've seen them fall out of the sky and land, it's usually panty to the face first.
Oh, yeah, and then they instantly fall in love with you.
Yes, because you're a pervert, so they punch you, you get a tsundere girlfriend, and you're alright.
Yeah, I mean, you're constantly beaten half to death and constantly have bruises and bloodied and broken bones. But you got a woman.
In real life, not gonna lie, the tsundere, I'd rather a yandere over a tsundere.
Yeah, because at least she just murders you.
Well, yeah, that or like you can just be like, yeah, sorry, but I got a girlfriend and I just I'm not talking to anybody. I'm staying in a single cell room for the rest of my life.
Sorry, guys, I can't game tonight or else my girlfriend's gonna come hunt you down and kill you.
Because I'm spending more time with you instead of her, even though it was only a second and I've spent the entire 48 hours with her not sleeping. She killed my dreams because I was spending too much time with them.
You should have seen it. It was bloody.
No, I mean, it's better than a tsundere where it's like somehow changing behind every single door. Like you'll get home from work.
Unlocked door. Totally unlocked.
Totally unlocked. Like you'll come home from work and you won't be expecting anyone over, and somehow she'll be in your room changing.
Yes.
In your bedroom.
Yep.
And without letting you know she was even there.
And the house was locked.
And
but somehow she's in there.
Somehow it's your fault because you should have known she was there despite no evidence at all of her being there.
Apparently you can just walk through the woods and find her changing.
Yep.
Half naked.
And then you get your butt beat and bruises. I don't know. There's a lot of anime. Not gonna lie, especially when I was in a really depressed time of my life. Not anime, but manga. I've read a lot of manga where like the main characters, that one tsundere character that's really mean.
Yeah.
I was reading this one manga where this one girl ends up like they're at an inn during wintertime, and she ended up locking him outside for some stupid reason. And I'm thinking, if I was this guy, I'd probably I don't know. If I didn't die from the cold, I'd probably hang myself at this point, not gonna lie. Because now because the way I think of it, I'd be like, yeah, I'd feel hated. I'd feel like no one loved me. And I would just get lost, basically. And I'm like, man, I would not survive a tsundere relationship whatsoever.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know how well I would take it either. I mean, considering that a tsundere relationship in real life is actually just like relationship abuse.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd take it too well. I like showing affection.
Me too.
Not getting the living crap beat out of me.
I'm very paranoid in general already that people hate me one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, so I don't really want somebody that really loves me but says they hate me to my face all the time.
Yeah, or one that locks me outside in the middle of winter.
Yeah. Although, really, with my size, I don't think I have to worry about, any like tsundere beating me up, so I think I'm safe.
Well, it's not. It's just the implication of it, I guess, in my opinion.
They can be like more verbally abusive.
Yeah, I'm a lot worse in verbal abuse than I am with physical abuse. I'd rather someone beat me up than
that's true
mentally beat me up.
I don't really bleed, so.
Well, you do. It's gravy.
Well, yes, but they're not supposed to know that.
Delicious.
People on the internet aren't supposed to know that.
It's delicious, though.
They might capture me for science.
I mean, they'd have to get through me because you're my secret to the mashed potatoes.
I don't know where that was going, but okay.
Well, I mean, I just poke you and I get gravy and I feed it to everyone.
That's disgusting.
Well, you eat it too.
That's
what are you
just a
talking
disgusting
about?
thought.
You eat it too.
That's not right. It's like a Meat Canyon video or something.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. I'm sure there's one like that.
More than likely, yeah.
Probably like one of the McDonald's ones. No, wait, the Garfield one.
Yeah.
That was disturbing as all get out. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so kudere, I'd prefer kudere. Kudere, that's basically an emotionless person.
They do show affection after a while.
They do, yes. I'd prefer that because once they start showing affection, they're the most adorable thing ever. Plus, for some reason, I think a woman with no emotion until like you get to know her is just adorable. Because then she like has no emotion with anyone else, but then when it's you, she's all lovey-dovey. It's so adorable, especially when it's someone like Angel from Angel Beats and they're just small.
There's something nice and wholesome about a kudere.
There is. There really is. Because they're like so... What's what I'm looking for? They're so... not peaceful. They're just...
Calming?
They're calming, but they're innocent. They're just so innocent, like a small animal.
Yeah. No, it's really weird though. It's bad, and I've seen it in a couple anime. A kudere that turns into a yandere.
That is bad, yeah.
Because that just gets... that gets messy.
It does.
Real quickly.
I think my two favorite... if we're going by anime women, my favorite personalities are kudere, and I forget the other one, but it's one that's really energetic. They're always bouncing, jumping around, just happy to be alive.
Oh,
like I think her name was Momo from Angel Beats as well.
Yeah.
Except for the tsundere part. Just pluck the tsundere part out of that and it's perfect. Because that's just so adorable. I have seen some anime characters where their personality is like that, just without the tsundere, and I'm like, that's adorable. That's perfect. That's adorable.
I think you're thinking of... I pulled up a chart because, yes, a chart has that.
I mean, there are a lot of charts of that.
A Genki.
That's what it's called then, yes.
Yes. Although, I don't know how well... yeah, this has kudere.
Okay.
And then this has a... Well, this is a weird chart, though, because it also has Lolly and Sensei in it.
Yeah, it is a weird chart.
That's a really weird chart.
Well, Ginku and Kudere, I suppose, are the two anime personality types I prefer because they're the least likely to harm you, most likely to be adorable, and most likely to let you cuddle them.
That makes sense.
Meanwhile, tsundere, you try to hug them, you get hurt. Now, yandere, if you try to stop cuddling them, you get hurt.
I guess by this chart, they have tsundere, yandere, kudere, dandere, moi, nada shiko, genki, and then lolly. I guess by their standard, lolly is just a cute type person that looks younger and has childish hobbies.
So originally, lolly just meant like child.
Well, in actual Japanese, lolly just mean child.
But recently, there's like legal lolly now, where it's just a petite short woman.
I think that's just because the lolly stereotype has grown so much in anime.
I think it's because they realized that in real life, most women do not have double Ds like every female anime person is drawn having.
Right. So they actually try drawing actual women. Yeah. And they just get called lollies instead. They're like, no, these aren't lollies. These are just normal people.
Well, I mean, like, in all honesty, if you ever want to watch any off-brand anime and you don't want to see the massive badinga-bongers, you're going to have to look up either lolly or petite, petite usually brings up lolly stuff.
Yeah. You just don't just look up lolly at all.
No, don't. That's good. That could get you in trouble, especially if you're in Texas.
Texas. Couple other states.
If you're in California, they'll support you though. They'll help you find other sites and Yeah.
That ain't right.
It's not, no. There's a lot of things not right about some of the things in this world.
Anyways.
Let's get back to something on a more happy topic and note here.
Yeah, something that's not going to get us arrested in several states of the United States of America.
Yes. For example, we watched The Batman. I can't. That name. I just. You had a steady face for a half a second. Yeah.
And it cracked up.
It's just the name. I don't know what it is because the Joker's all right, the Green Lantern, but like I don't know, calling it the Batman's like saying the Superman. You know, it don't sound right.
I get what you're saying now. I haven't gotten what you were saying for like a week now, but I get it now.
Like the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's true.
The Flash is all right. The Hulk.
But here's the thing: it's been
right.
called the Batman since like the '60s.
Just I don't know. I've never heard it called that. I've always called it Batman.
Well, one of the original Batman movies was called the Batman.
I did not know.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
And then you have, I think it's is it the Batman Returns or is it just Batman Returns?
I'm gonna start calling every superhero. I'm gonna put the in front of them. The Thor, the Spider-Man.
Hey, have you seen the new The Superman movie?
Yeah. Have you seen?
Well, DC has been going this weird way with movies that are just called the.
Yeah.
You have the Suicide Squad. You have the Batman.
It's like they have to emphasize it.
Yeah. It's like they have to be like, this is the definitive movie.
Yeah.
Although I kind of agree with him on the Batman. Like, that is the definitive Batman movie. No, sorry, I said that wrong. That is the definitive The Batman movie.
I just can't take the name, man. I can't take it seriously.
But what'd you think of The Batman?
It was all right.
Yeah.
The title card made me laugh because it said
The
Batman.
When it popped up and you giggled, I was just like, I almost just full out just like busted out.
I couldn't help it, man.
Because everybody else in the theater, and there's only like 20 other people, right?
Yeah.
They were straight face. They didn't get any of that. They're just like watching the movie, and then it says The Batman, and you start giggling, and I'm just like, oh, this is funny.
Like, it's a serious intro where we meet the villain and like we see him kill somebody.
Yeah.
And it's like very serious. So they just put The Batman. I couldn't help it, man.
Yeah, that's great.
I feel like adding the to anything makes it very silly. Like,
really?
I don't know. Unless it makes sense. So what if we started calling ourselves the Baka-Talk?
We might have to if people start copying our name. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It'd be silly.
The Pyrolis, the Boom, the Weed.
I am the Boom. Thank you very much.
But I don't know. It's just like adding the to something when it doesn't necessarily need to be there makes it feel very silly.
Yeah, it makes it feel like a comic book. And I think that's what they're going for.
I don't know, man.
Like, okay, you remember, have you ever read a comic? Like an old comic?
Yeah.
So you know at the end of the comic, they're like, in the next issue, Spider-Man is fighting off against like Doc Ock and whatever. Catch it in the next issue of The Spider-Man. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what the title reminds me of. It's like at the end of a comic where they're like, check it out in the next issue of The Batman.
I don't know. I just feel like they could have done something else, I guess.
What else do you name a Batman movie at this point? Because you have...
Well, this one could have been named Batman versus Riddler.
Yeah, but that's kind of hokey. That's
Batman
even more
against
hokier.
The Riddler. Batman meets the Riddler.
Batman X Riddler.
Batman X Riddler. Like, Batman, the first coming, the Riddler.
Oh my god.
Batman 2, the Riddler and Joker come back. Like,
No, hang on. I have that idea, and we can even finish a whole sequel with these titles.
Mm.
The first one is Batman, Riddler, New Hope. And then number 2 is Batman, Riddler, and Joker Strike Back.
yeah.
And then the last one is called Riddler and Joker Batman, Return of the Batman.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, I mean, like, this was supposed to be like Batman's origin story, kind of, because it's the first 2-3 years of.
It's the first
Batman.
2 years. Yes.
Yeah. So it could just be called.
Young Batman.
Batman: The Beginning.
They already did that.
Did they?
Dark Knight Begins.
Oh, that's Dark Knight Begins, not Batman: The Beginning.
I think it's called Batman: The Dark Knight Begins.
Batman: The Rises.
I think they already did that too. Because the problem is they have a bunch of Batman animated movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have like Batman, Red Hood, or like Death in the Family, Blood in the Family. They have a bunch of titles for the Batman animated movies too. So it's like they're kind of running out of
Alfred: The Story of Batman. I don't know. It's like calling Star Wars the Star Wars.
I get that.
And it's just very weird because it's one thing when you're trying to more of objectify it, like the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the usually emphasizes an overarching thing.
Yeah.
If you're talking it in that sense, or it's to emphasize just one thing.
Yeah.
So in a way, grammatically it works. It just sounds weird because there's nothing else before it and there's nothing else after it.
Basically.
So it's like
that's my issue. If they call it like the Batman versus Riddler, I mean, it wouldn't strike me as much, but it's just the Batman.
Or like when you ask a friend, you can't even say it grammatically correct when you ask a friend. It's like I ask you, like, have you watched the Batman?
Yeah.
I have to say it that way. I can't say, have you watched the Batman?
Or you can't say, have you watched the Batman movie?
Yeah.
I was just like, which Batman movie? What do you mean the Batman movie?
The Batman movie.
Yeah. it's a stupid name.
It is a stupid name. I found it. Okay, all names aside. Okay,
Names aside, it was a very good movie.
Yes.
I recommend it.
You like
Don't
it?
understand why Superman is Batman's mother, but very.
Man, you keep on spreading that disinformation. You guys get us kicked off of the internet.
No, it's fine. It's real.
It's not.
Fact check me.
I can't fact check
you in the audience right now. Fact check me because
I'm not
the
gonna
boom
fact check
can't.
you. The boom.
I
Can't.
said the audience. Okay, the audience fact check me because the boom cannot.
Okay. We'll wait for the audience.
Yeah, comment below. Tell Boom I'm right. Tell the Boom I am the correct.
The Pyrolis needs to know the answer.
Yeah, the Pyrolis does need to know
The answer.
the answer.
Anyway, so what did you think of the villain?
The villain was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, at first, when I saw him, I just couldn't help but laugh again because just the way he looked. He didn't look that threatening.
No, he didn't. He kind of looked like an ugly B word from anime.
Yeah. He didn't look that great.
No.
To me, I looked at him and all I thought was like a deformed General Sam, but smaller. That was my exact thought.
Oh, that's what I was thinking too.
Like I saw him and I was like, good gracious, this is just an average General Sam follower that tries to look like him. Because that's all he has left in life.
Even the mask kind of looks like something General Sam would wear.
Yeah.
That's great.
Something he might have worn for Tarkov video.
Probably.
But no, it's like, I don't know. Just the way he breathed heavily in the mask and I see him, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I like that he was like the classic serial killer type guy.
Well,
that was cool.
Another thought process when I saw him, I was like, that explains why he had beat people in the head so many times.
Why?
He's a small guy. He
Oh,
doesn't have much
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no way that he, because like whenever the serial killer like beat someone, like he just did it just to knock him out, so we could actually start the actual stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what? Why? If that were me knocking the guy, I'd just do it in one hit.
Would
maybe
kill him.
two.
Yeah.
And that guy's like,
Yeah.
like getting 50 hits in, and the guy's only unconscious. He's got to kill him later. And I'm like, what? When I see the guy, I'm like, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah. And it's cool too, like his alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
He looks huge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He does.
It's the camera work that they did that he looks huge.
I think the camera works.
Yeah. Like he looks bigger than Batman.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, this is actually gonna be like a cool altercation.
I think they did that purposefully to make him look more menacing.
Yeah, I think so. And it was definitely it was weird because like he had like a Jekyll and Hyde going.
Yeah.
Even though he's evil in both forms, but like his Jekyll side was like ultimately evil.
Yeah.
And then like his Hyde, no, Jekyll and Hyde? Yeah, Hyde was the doctor.
Hyde
right?
was the doctor.
His Hyde side was a little bit more tame.
Yeah.
More maniacal, but like not as murderous.
Yeah, not like bashy.
Yeah.
More like, please don't hurt me.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like the whole movie. I don't want to say a lot about it because
he explained himself. I'm not sure if this is a big spoiler, but when he looked at me, he was like, the mask is for both of us. It works well for both of us, doesn't it? It shows our true personalities.
Yeah.
So.
And it's cool too because like the Batman in this movie is not like Ben Affleck.
No.
He's not huge.
No.
He's a scrawny little dude, which kind of it goes well for like the second year of Batman, where he's not like the big muscle ripped dude yet. Like he's like kind of becoming ripped, but
the thing that got me was when he jumped the motorcycle and his head hit the underpass.
Yeah.
And he just like hit another car and he flipped and then he just got up and he limped away.
That was with his wingsuit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a wingsuit. But then like the next day he was fine.
Yeah. That got me too. I was waiting for it to see like a big black eye or something.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I can see.
Well, later on in the movie when he used the one thing, I was like, okay, I guess that could explain the other thing.
Yeah. The Venom thing.
I was trying not to mention it.
Wow. I don't think people get that.
Okay.
Unless they're heavy comic book fans.
All right.
So, if they are,
Venom is in this movie from Marvel, letting you know.
By the time this episode comes out, it's gonna be out for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
If you haven't seen it by then, it's your fault.
Kind of, unless you just don't want to go to a movie theater. So.
That's true.
But so yeah.
I think overall it's good. I definitely recommend it.
I do too.
I like it. It's up there with the Lego Batman. See, the Lego Batman, that's a name that makes sense because it's the Lego Batman. You got to specify that it's the Lego version of Batman.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That makes sense.
I don't know. The Batman. It's a cool title. I think that's why they did it, because it sounds cool.
I just think it sounds
plain and simple. Sounds cool.
Probably the only one that thinks it sounds goofy too. If you think it sounds goofy, comment. I'm just begging for your attention at this point. I'm taking anything I can get.
Give them attention.
Give me the attention.
The attention.
Yeah. I'm funny now.
You did a funny.
Yay.
All right. Well, besides for that awkward no spoiler. Try to do no spoilers.
Try to do spoiler Batman.
The Batman movie.
It's good, especially when he gets his car.
That scene was amazing. That was like the best source of comedy I've ever seen from an action film.
Can we talk about that one, or would that be too much of a spoiler? Or how can we?
That's too much of a spoiler.
Yeah, it'd ruin the comedy.
It just ruins the whole moment. All I gotta say is watching the Penguin basically crap his pants was worth it.
It was, yeah. It was great.
His face was amazing.
I don't know who directed it because I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whoever did it did an amazing job.
He did.
They should get not recommendations, but obviously recommendations for other films, but they should get their reward.
Yeah. I hope he gets to direct the next film. So.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, should we talk about something else?
Yeah, we should probably talk about that after the break on the Hellsing part thing.
Sure. You want to take a break now?
What time is it? 23
minutes in.
Oh. I mean, sure, yeah, I guess we can do that then.
I mean, we can take a break and then we can get right back to the next topic.
Yeah.
For them, it's only probably a minute. I don't know how long that is. It's been such a long time.
I think it's 30 seconds a minute. Either way, I hope you have fun.
All right, well, see you on the other side.
How long?
Break time.
At time.
That was weak.
Are we on now?
Yes, we are on now.
Hi.
Welcome to the Baka-Talk.
No.
What, you don't like the Baka-Talk?
You can't add the to anything, the boom. That's not how that
works. Sorry, the Pyrolis.
Well, just wait till the Wheeze hears about this.
He's gonna beat the Butts.
Alfred the Butler.
Anyways, are we gonna talk about Hellsing?
Yeah. All right. So, me and Boom watched Hellsing Ultimate.
Episode 1.
Episode 1 today before we did the podcast.
Yep.
Because Wheeze wasn't here, so we couldn't watch The Lucky Star.
Even though we haven't been reviewing Lucky Star for over 10 episodes.
I was going to mention that. If Wheeze was here, I was planning on mentioning, it's funny that we've been watching it for 4 episodes, but we haven't been reviewing it.
Yeah. We're great podcasters.
We should get caught up in the other stuff.
Yeah.
So we can do an overgeneralization review once Wheeze is back.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Lucky Star Extravaganza.
The Lucky Star Extravaganza, yeah.
Yes. The Lucky Star Extravaganza.
The Lucky Star.
Yes.
But no, the Hellsing Ultimate Abridged was it was pretty. See what I mean? Now you're laughing. But no, it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay? You're not gonna hurt my feelings because you obviously know I really like the show.
Yeah.
What is your cold-hearted look at the show? What do you think about it?
So I went into an open mind. Obviously, I did make the abridged references.
Yes.
But I went into it with an open mind because I knew it wasn't gonna be the abridged.
Yes.
It's very different from the abridged.
Yes.
My biggest complaint is probably the voice acting first and foremost.
Yes.
I noticed that the voice acting, lip syncing in the abridged is a lot better.
Yes.
Because I tried to not compare it to the abridged. At the same time, my mind was like, well, in the abridged, they kind of did the voice acting a little better.
Yeah.
Than this.
I will say, from what I remember, it gets better.
Okay.
It does get better. The voice acting gets a lot more fluid.
Okay.
Than what it is now.
I definitely like it. It's definitely not bad. There are small comedic moments in it, and there are some things that kind of just like hook you in and bring you in.
Yeah.
It's good.
See, I was worried that you were going to find it really boring compared to the abridged.
It's not boring. It's serious.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind serious anime at all. I rather like serious anime. Let's see here. Let me gather my thoughts. I thought I had my thoughts together. I guess I didn't. They got lost. But no, the Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, the first episode was good. The first OVA, I guess is what it's called, right? The OVA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. I want to address your first comment about the dubbing.
Okay.
Hellsing OVA, because these are 10 OVAs. That's the ultimate is. So, Hellsing 1, which is OVA 1, was released on February 10th, 2006.
Okay.
Now, mind you, Hellsing 10, the final OVA, is released on December 26, 2012.
Man.
Yes.
A 6-year span.
Yes. So this is a very long-running OVA
I expect
series.
once it hits 2008, it gets a lot better.
Yes,
That's usually when dubbing got better from
Yep.
what I've noticed.
And that's why I was not too impressed with the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the first episode seemed to jump really quickly. I forget how much it jumps.
It jumped a bit. I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it, I guess. It was more of a meh.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big complaint I had. My biggest complaint on the voice acting is the 3D animation they used in it.
Yeah. That gets better too.
Well, in general, I just dislike 3D animation.
Yeah. Well, they don't use 3D animation as much
Okay.
near the end.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially the guns were looking jank, especially when you have a
Yes.
2D character holding it.
Yeah. If
So-
you notice, the early 2000s is when they really liked using 3D animation.
Mm-hmm.
George Lucas is one of those that was really bad at it as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But, well, I don't know. Jar Jar Binks looked okay.
Jar Jar Binks was actually a Muppet.
What? Like
Most of the time, yeah.
Huh.
Like, they had a guy in a green suit with, like, a Jar Jar Binks, like, thing on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of it was CGI. I think
Okay.
90% of it, but some of it was actually, I think, puppetry, if I
Okay.
remember right.
Interesting. Feel bad for the guy that had to act out that.
He actually got death threats.
Why?
Because he acted as Jar Jar Binks.
So, because he acted as Jar Jar Binks, people have threatened him.
Welcome to the Star Wars fandom.
Why did you Why did you play this character? This character should not exist. So I'm gonna threaten the actor.
Yep. Welcome to basically any geekdom fandom at
That's
all.
Stupid.
It is stupid, isn't it?
It very.
It's like on Twitter today, I found out that Merryweather got death threats because she released a comic. Yeah.
What was the comic about?
I couldn't see it because she took it down. She took it down because people were threatening her. Like, she releases meme comics.
Yeah.
Like, how stupid is that?
I don't know. The internet's good, but at the same time, I feel like people get too much of a voice because they don't see any. They don't think they're gonna get hurt at all, no matter what they do or say.
Yeah, exactly.
So they just do whatever they want, and now it's rampant with retards running around with machine guns shooting everything that they want.
Yeah. It's like one of the YouTubers I watch. He does political commentary. He's had 6 swattings in just the month of February.
And those people don't get in trouble that do that.
They don't get in trouble.
No.
Like one of his first swattings of this month was a bomb threat. The whole freaking bomb squad for his state had to be called.
I feel like after a while, the FBI should be like, all right, this guy, we've been to his address multiple times. It's probably nothing.
But the problem is they have to come each time.
Do they?
Because it's the cry wolf effect.
Okay.
If they don't come that one time and it's actually a person shooting up their studio, then they're kind of screwed.
I feel like it's gotten to a point where they just sit, have coffee with them.
They do. They leave them snacks and stuff. It's during the 3rd swatting, he was like, "Should I get donuts for them?
Yeah.
Or is that racist against cops or something?" He's like, "No, we should get something else now coffee doesn't work."
I feel like if I got swatted on a regular basis, I'd probably do that. Just like, hey guys, yeah, you're back. I got some Kit Kats for you. You want to sit around and play some Mario Kart or something?
Right.
You guys can stay for 30 minutes. I don't know. Say you interviewed me.
Well, I thought about having him on the show a couple times to talk about the problems with swatting, because a lot of people think of it more as a practical joke than
that. I don't like that at all, because when swatting first started, a lot of people actually died.
Yeah, people's dogs were shot.
Yeah.
That was some of the least bad things that happened. People
Yeah.
got shot, arrested.
Well, it's like when someone breaks in your house unannounced, first thing you do is you jump up. And a lot of people like me, if I know if my house was broken into unannounced, I'd probably fire a few shots.
If the door was
there.
busted down and I was somewhere over here, I would go for my gun.
Yeah.
I
mean, when your house gets busted down and you are a defensive, I mean, most Americans, and at least half of us, are defensive of their property.
Yeah.
We believe in the Second Amendment. We believe in protecting our land. So if that's what I don't think, and people just find it funny, and I don't understand how you can find it funny.
I don't know either. Anyways, we can go back to Hellsing.
Yeah, let's go back to Hellsing.
So the first episode actually does not have a ton of story, and the story it has is actually rehashing the first couple chapters of the manga and also rehashing the first couple episodes of the original series.
I think it was a decent build-up.
Yeah.
A decent build-up to build upon to for the rest of the story.
It definitely shows what type of vampire Alucard is.
Yeah. I see similar characteristics from him to the abridged one.
Yeah.
It's just I prefer the abridged one's voice, as well as the fact he's more talkative. I feel like I'm not sure if he gets more talkative, but the current Alucard I feel like is a bit too silent.
I honestly can't remember because the abridged and ultimate are so mishmashed in my memory that sometimes I will think, oh, this happened in the show, and then I'll be watching the show. I'm like, where's this scene? What happened to the scene? Oh wait, yeah, that scene's too comedic to be in Hellsing.
But no, I think I wish Alucard was a bit more talkative.
Yeah,
there are moments where he just was silent, and I don't know. I have an issue when the main character is just nothing but silent. I mean, even in Goblin Slayer, while he's silent, he's still visibly doing things.
That's true, and Alucard a lot of times just stands there.
Yeah, and I have an issue with that. That's one of the reasons why I don't like Shinji from Evangelion.
I was waiting for you to say it.
I got it. From Evangelion.
Yeah.
It's one of the big reasons why I don't like him, because he just stands there and does nothing.
Okay. Makes sense.
I don't know. If it's a main character, I feel like they should at least be doing something. I mean, I get it when they're menacingly standing there, or some of the poses he took while he was standing there were pretty great.
Yeah.
But there are a bunch of scenes where he was just standing there.
I think for the first couple of OVAs, they're trying to go for he is so powerful that he doesn't have to do anything.
Well, I understand that, but they don't show it.
Yeah, it doesn't make for good content if they just make him not do anything.
Well, I feel like if they added more of like a menacing aura around him.
Yeah, like a JoJo thing.
Yeah, I think it would be better.
Yeah.
But the issue is he just stands there. There's no background. There's nothing to indicate why he's standing there.
If it's better, if it makes you feel better, it goes more towards the side characters in later OVAs. Mm-hmm. Like, Sarah Victoria is technically the main character of the story.
Okay.
Because she's, like, you see everything through her point of view a lot. Mm-hmm. So she's very talkative in the show as well. So.
Okay. I don't like her voice so far.
Really?
I don't know.
That's like one of my favorite voice acting voices.
Compared to the abridged, I don't like it too much. The British accent feels a bit posh.
She is posh. I think she's Welsh, actually.
Well, no, posh. When I say posh, it's a British slang for basically poo poo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So posh, like fake or poo poo.
Oh, okay.
I have some British friends. So I figured I'd use some British slang for the topic.
Man, I'm American. I don't know any of that English stuff.
That's fine. I use the freedom speak every now and
then.
then.
Now I got you, buddy.
There you go.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, okay. We keep on getting distracted.
We do. We really do. All right.
This is why we need Wheeze.
We're bouncing off each other on different topics.
Yes, we are.
Now, the bright side, we're bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
But no, the Hellsing Ultimate was pretty good. I liked it. I'm definitely going to watch more.
Awesome, because it gets better. It does.
I like the action. I like and I know I want to see where it goes and how it compares with the abridged.
Yeah. You heard the Colonel, or not the Colonel, the Major.
Yeah.
What did you think of his voice?
I thought the Major's voice was good.
Because I still like the abridged voice better.
I do too, but I did like his voice.
Yeah.
From the little bit that I heard. Not as good as, like I said, I don't think any of the voice acting is going to be as good compared to the abridged.
Which is weird to say because the voice acting in the abridged is literally 12-year-old abridged YouTube video.
Yep.
And it's just like, how do they do better than like Funimation?
Studio.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah. One that was sponsored by Universal, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, these were basically full-length movies.
Yeah.
Like, that's an hour long.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
I don't know either, but it happened.
I mean, considering the anime that was around that time, like that one anime we're going to watch, or try to watch.
The one that I had read the manga to. I was like, yeah, we probably shouldn't watch this.
Yeah. The quality of anime was chef's kiss back then, with the quality and the voice acting. Oh, and the script writing. Don't forget the script writing. So,
I mean, you got School Days from back then.
Golden Time or whatever that anime is called.
But yeah, no. The opening to the anime, I was iffy on.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It felt like it shouldn't have been there, I guess. Because while it explains some, I feel like it didn't explain enough.
What do you mean?
Like the whole opening of how the one lady, the Hellsing lady, she's running from her uncle, she's hiding in the thing, and then she goes to the body of Alucard, gets shot. Like, just the length of the sequence, it felt like it was either too short or too long.
They fricked up that starting sequence so badly in the Ultimate series.
I could feel it.
That's why I really suggest the good watching order for this is watch the original series.
Okay.
And then watch Ultimate.
I'll probably do that.
Because you appreciate the way they changed Ultimate more.
Okay.
So, I don't know. That's my suggestion anyway.
I'll probably do that. But it just felt like the opening sequence was bad.
The cuts.
Yeah.
The cuts were so bad in the first OVA.
Yeah, it's just so jumpy and random, it felt like.
I love Hellsing, and I still cringed at the cuts.
Yeah.
Like, when he the first part where he kills the priest doctor, or the priest vampire, right?
Yeah.
And right before that, they had cut to, what's her name?
Saris?
No, the head of the Hellsing organization.
Oh, Miss Hellsing?
Yeah, Miss Hellsing. Where she's, like, talking when she's young and talking to Alucard in the dungeon. And he's like, they called me. And then they cut to, like, modern day.
Yeah.
He's like, Alucard. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so early 2000s cringe.
Yeah, it was.
Like, they couldn't have just finished the scene and then jumped to him, like, stabbing his hand through the priest vampire.
I was
like,
a little upset by that, in all honesty, because it was like, they call me. And I was like, oh, so you just cut off there?
Yeah, exactly.
And then it gives you like a minute of silence, and he says, Alec. I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah, just like, cringe much? Do you want to be edgy or what?
I do, however, like how he disposes of the vampires, where he shoots them to stumble them, then just grabs their heart and rips it.
Yeah, that's sweet. He does that a lot. He likes finding different ways to kill vampires.
I've noticed.
Like, when you get fighting the Nazi vampires, he finds a lot of, like, interesting ways to kill them.
Creativity is the best way to keep the job fun.
Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty alright. I liked it.
You do? Cool.
Yes, I do.
I'm glad you liked it, because I was afraid that it was going to be another Evangelion thing.
I figured I was going to like it because of what it's about.
Yeah.
And just, I watched the abridged, so I kind of got a general feeling. I just hope it's not, I don't know, it was a mixture of too slow and too fast. I just hope that it, like, finds its pace.
Yeah.
And once it finds that pace, I feel like it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, it'll get a good pacing going. I think you have to get past the first two OVAs.
Okay.
Because the first two OVAs kind of rehash the original show. And then it starts going off on its own. It gets new material in a way.
I can do that with this.
Yeah.
Because I am interested in the concept of it in general.
Yeah.
Like Attack on Titan, I could not do that with that. Because the first episode, it felt too meh.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to watch any of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I had a hard time getting through the first season too.
Yeah. So, but I think I could probably easily get through this.
Yeah.
So that's probably my Sunday plan unless something else happens. Because usually what happens is I have a plan for a certain day.
Yeah.
Like last Sunday, I was planning on, I was home alone. So I was like, I'm going to maybe I might actually do some recording.
Yeah.
Then people showed up. That I don't like it when people, I don't know. My one aunt says it's rude of me to say this, but I don't think so. I feel like if someone's going to show up, I should at least be told. Because while it's not my house, I still live there. And especially on days where it's actually my day off and I don't have to do anything, I like being prepared. So that way I don't plan things and then it end up being ruined because someone shows up.
I could see your point of view. I can definitely see your point of view. I mean, when I lived with my parents, they would always tell me if somebody's coming over.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, like, they don't even tell my mom and papa. They just kind of show up.
Oh,
and it's like, I get that it's your mom and pa's house, but at the same time, I still want to know.
Yeah.
Because especially when it's happened where I've been in the middle of trying to record
Well,
a
also
video.
wouldn't they want to make sure that, like, the people that they're there to see are actually there?
I would think so, but I don't know. They just randomly show up. And it's happened sometimes where I want to record a video because I can really do it when no one's home because the walls are thin and things are loud.
Yeah.
But then they show up. It's happened a lot, actually, where I'm about to record, they show up, and then they're there for like 2.5 hours. And then everyone else shows up, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not getting anything done today.
Makes sense. And that sucks.
It's actually a little frustrating.
Yeah. Especially when you want to make online content.
Yeah, because there's, like, I've been recording the new Jurassic World Evolution 2 on and off.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do, like, a green screen review of it.
Okay.
And, like, try to see if I can't do some cool
Yeah, do voiceover, like, the gameplay that you're doing.
Yeah, because I got a beige sheet.
Yeah.
That I was going to use as my green screen.
Okay.
Because you can, as long as you have a solid color, you should be good.
Yep.
So I was going to chroma key beige and just not wear beige, which is pretty easy for me to do.
Yeah.
And I was going to use that.
Okay.
Was my plan for the day. And that got ruined.
Makes sense. That sucks.
It does.
I've been, I don't know, kicking around the idea of doing YouTube content, but I don't know if I should, because I do so much work for the podcast as it is.
If it's definitely something that you kind of got to balance your time around. Like, that's my biggest issue is between time, and the only time I get is usually, it feels like the world is against me.
Yeah. See, I don't have that problem because, of course, I live by myself.
Yeah.
But, like, the only time I'm actually by myself, not doing something, is on the weekends. And that would require me recording and editing everything on the weekend. And it's just like, that means I would work 7 days a week, 10 hours every day, basically, at least.
What I'd say is just find a game you have fun with. Record you doing that with natural reactions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just edit it on your time. Basically, play the game how you normally would.
Yeah.
While recording it, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Find out what you want to do with it when you can.
Well, I've been thinking about trying to do anime commentary as well on the internet.
You're your own worst enemy today.
All right. Well, people are going to hear a abrupt cut there because I just had to save myself from dying.
Yeah, he choked on nothing.
What was I literally choked on nothing, and it's still in my throat, whatever the heck it is.
All right. It's probably the accumulation of your soda pop. Just coming back to kill you.
I don't know why I'm drinking pop on the podcast, because it actually does solidify your saliva.
Yeah, because of the sugar.
I need to start just doing things better. Anyways,
you said no.
What was I talking about?
Well, we were talking about how you wanted to record video commentary.
Oh yeah, I want to do anime content.
Yeah.
Anime commentary content on the internet. But I have ideas, and I have like shows I want to talk about and topics I want to talk about. It's just having to edit it and make it look interesting and good takes a long time.
That's gonna be the hard thing with my when I try to do green screen stuff, because that's a lot of editing.
Yeah.
But I do want to, like, I've got a lot of good ideas, like doing anime, because I'd like to review some anime as well by myself, but then just be like, see this person here? You better hate them. I know I do. If you don't, I might hate you. I'm going to show you why I hate this person.
Yeah. And then you jump back into the video or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool, but like compared to, a lot of people don't think about it this way, but long form content like this podcast is easy.
Yeah.
Minimum editing, because we're having a normal conversation.
Yeah.
And unless I'm choking to death on thin air. But like actual curated 10-minute long episodes, those take hours and hours to do.
That's because, like, especially with green screening, first you got to chroma key it, make sure that the lighting's all good.
Yep.
Then you got to put that in, and you got to, like, move it around. Like, if I want to be upside down and do something swanky, well, I got to rotate it, and then I got to rotate myself back. Luckily, video editing has gotten to a point where it's a lot easier to do that.
It is basically...
You used to have to key everything yourself.
Yes.
Now it just, you put 1 point here, then you put 1 point there, and it just automatically does itself the steps it would take to key that in.
Yes.
Which is really nice.
But when you want to do that a couple times to their video, and then you have 20 different cuts.
Yeah.
And then you have to paste it all together, and then you also have to put like graphs in.
It's very time consuming.
It takes 10 hours to edit a video.
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, I do 2 long form content things on the internet, and then I work a full-time job. I work a part-time job. So it's like, is it worth it for me to try to push out a video like every 2 weeks?
I feel ya.
So that's what I am now.
Look at Seth Zeentag. He posts 1 video a month, and you see how much editing he does.
Yeah, but the problem is he's already got a following.
I know, that's what I mean.
I would try like building a following from a video every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, that's just not going to happen.
No.
Like posting a podcast once a week. Like, we're not even that big of a podcast.
It's a long run.
It is. So
you should recommend us to your friends so we can get famous fast.
I love how you keep on looking at the recording box like it's the person.
I have to pretend something's the person, unless you want me to look at you and be like, I want you to tell all of your friends, because you already have told all of our friends and none of them listen to us. I think it's because I'm on here.
Do you want me to be honest? I actually had
it.
one friend say that.
I thought so.
Because they don't like the way you sound on a recording.
No one likes me.
I like you.
Well, thank you.
I think people on the internet like you because people do listen to this show.
Nah, they're in it for you and Wheeze.
I don't know. You talk a lot.
Not really, actually. I've been thinking about it, like, man, I don't talk enough.
You talk. Okay, when it's me and Wheeze and we get in a subject that we like, you are kind of the third chair.
Yeah, I'm just sitting like, all right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I don't even do that. I just...
Like, if this was a video podcast, you would come on, like, screen, like, 3 times sometimes.
Yeah. It basically, if for the Steven Crowder viewers out there, I'd be the Gerald.
You would be the Gerald.
While you guys would be the Dave Landau.
But Gerald is the best sometimes.
Because of the comments he makes. Yeah,
yes.
I just don't make those comments.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thankfully you don't make those comments, because then we get kicked off the internet.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I have tried, and my ideas sometimes are pretty good, but the internet disagrees with that.
Yeah, we're not the type of podcast that can have those points of view.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
I like making... My mind comes up with jokes that a lot of people... It's dark humor, kind of.
Yeah.
But sometimes it can get really bad.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even so much the thing that people get mad about it. It's the way the internet's algorithms have been curated, that they don't take humor, they don't take dark humor and just say, oh, it's dark humor. Well, it's like, they see it as, oh, he said something mildly offensive about something.
Like, even if I go...
And then they flag us.
I'm gonna insert self-harm joke here. Like, if I can't even say, like, a fake joke, because if I were, they'd flag us for it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just...
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Did we get on another sidetrack from Hellsing, or did we stop talking about Hellsing?
I think we stopped talking about Hellsing. We were talking about something else, but then we got onto this topic here.
All I know is I about died.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about something.
We were talking about your possible YouTube career. We're talking about my possible YouTube career if people would stop interrupting me when I'm trying to do stuff.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our review of the Batman, our talk about Hellsing, and all of our wild, rampant conversations this week.
All of our talk and guiles.
Yeah. Next week will hopefully be better, because I will have more sleep, and Wheeze will be back after his law talk.
His law talk with the law.
I was trying to think of the word for no, I forgot it again. Is it jury?
Legal issues have been adjourned.
Yes, his court case.
Court case.
That's the word. Court case. Yes.
I hear Judge Judy will actually be attending this one.
Nice.
It's gone pretty high up there. Well, after this, if it still continues, it's going to Supreme Court.
What's that one dude judge? What's his name?
One dude judge.
He's the one with the big burly mustache. He did
Judge Dredd?
Not Judge Dredd. He had glasses. I forget his name. He was big when I was a kid.
Okay, I'm not sure.
He was on like Channel 9, where Judge Judy was on Channel 13.
I didn't watch Channel 9.
You didn't watch Channel 9?
No.
Oh. In my area, you could barely get Channel 9, so.
All right. You watched the dude with the burly mustache.
Man, I was old enough to have analog channels. Dang. Anyways, hope you enjoy this episode, everybody. We're going to cut it here. If you want to follow the podcast, you can do so by following it on Twitter at TalkBaka. You can email us at AskBakaJock.
Ask Baka-Jock? Well, neither of us are jocks here. Boom.
We're not jocks. Let's try that again. AskBakaTalk at gmail.com. As well as you can follow Pyrolis at Pyrolis2.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you can out-ratio all of the VTubers that are following him.
And honestly, I think there might just be a lack of male VTubers, which is why the ones that are there are mainly gross. So you need to become a male VTuber, whether you're female or not, and become clean.
So become the trap if you're female.
Become a reverse trap if you're female. Just be clean. And
okay. That's his only requirement.
Yes.
All right. And you can follow me on Twitter. I don't know. I do random stuff on Twitter. Mainly just talk about video games.
Yeah, that's fair. I will every now and then have the back and forth with you.
Yeah, sometimes. Usually you post something really random. I'm just like that and quit that conversation.
Yeah, like the one where there's the ghost hanging from your thing.
Yeah. I didn't know how to reply to that one at all.
No, that's fine. I figure I pretty much summarized it. Like, if I did that, you'd probably never talk to me again.
Oh, yeah. See, for a second, I was scared because I read it at work.
Yeah.
And I was like, did he break into my house and change all of my lights red and hang that creepy doll for my lamp? I would have peed myself if I came into my room and it was like that.
See, in all honesty, I do that in the middle of the night, so that way you'd wake up. Like, what I do is I'd make a noise. That way you'd have to get up, turn the light on. I'm like,
yeah. Oh my God, I'd scream like a little girl.
Then I'd watch you pee your pants to grab your gun and shoot the light out.
And then find you.
Hopefully by then I would have been able to flee within the gunfire. Like, he'd be shooting so loud you wouldn't hear the back door open and
Right.
close, is my hope, but I'd still be able to be...
All right, and last but not least, if you want to follow our other host, which is not here, but you can still follow him, you can follow him. What?
It's KBW Wrestling.
It's actually KBW.
Why do you have to correct me? He's not here to do it.
Because algorithms.
Algorithms.
You can find him at KBW on YouTube, where he does great anime content. So you can also follow him on Twitter at the same name, I believe.
Yep, KBW
Author, yes. And with that, Pyrolis, any last words?
I love you all. Hopefully I can get a house and get a tank soon. That's the main goal in life. Get a tank, build Jurassic Park.
Yes. Ultimate goal in life is get a tank.
Get a tank, build Jurassic Park. I gotta get one of them before I die.
Well, sounds like a good goal.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you all later, guys.
Janya.
Bye.